opening of the heart. Everyone is welcome no matter where you are on your spiritual journey. Today we celebrate our oneness in thought, in word, and in action. Thank you, Paul, for that beautiful spiritual essence, and thank you, Dr. Michael, for setting our tone with our crystal bowl. Good morning. I'm Reverend Doug, Rev Doug, and I'm your practitioner for the month, practitioner for today, and practitioner for the month. And this month of October, I've been serving in this capacity, trying to bring a message for contemplation as we open our service on Sunday mornings. And I can't not help but notice how intimidating an image somebody gave me here on this bag. I've worked my whole life to be intimidating, and then it gets swiped out in one gesture. I was reading some Ernest Holmes this week, and I had a little bit of a revelation around the subconscious, or my subconscious. So I thought, since it was really powerful for me, I would share it with you guys this morning. And first, let me read a passage from Ernest Holmes, and then I'll share kind of what occurred to me that's giving me some thought and contemplation this week. Ernest Holmes says that each person is surrounded by a mental atmosphere. This mental atmosphere is the result of the subjective state of his thought. It is continually repelling or attracting conditions. This silent process of attraction or repulsion goes on all the time. And no matter what we say objectively, unless the subjective state of our thought is changed, we will still attract negation. Fortunately, we do have the ability to change the subjective state of our thought, and in this way bring new conditions into our lives. The changing of conditions is the purpose of treatment. And he goes on to say, we come into this life subjective to the race consciousness and to our own environment. We unfold our personality and begin to create new subjective thought. We think and observe. We draw certain conclusions and deductions and incorporate them within our mentality until at least they also become part of the relative cause of our objective existence. Now, I'm a big guy on the subjective, and I totally appreciate the fact that my life as it unfolds is a reflection of my subjective mind. It's years and years of learning how to be a human in this experience, and it's almost like autopilot most of the time for me. And if I let it be on autopilot and don't pay attention to what my experience is as it's unfolding, it tends to be pretty random, kind of confusing, painful. And I notice when I'm aware of my subconscious through my objective mind, when I'm aware of my experience, I can manage my thoughts, I can manage my feelings, and I see a result of a positive outflow or outpicturing in my life. And over the years in Science of Mind, I've noticed that the time from the awareness of, let's say, the effect or the pain to the change is becoming more or less, is tightening up. So when I was younger in my 20s, it could probably take me months of therapy or contemplation or meditation or research or reading, months and months, to see an effect or a change of the effect in my life. But as I move through practitioner work and then ministry work, I notice that it's quickened considerably. So something can happen on Monday, which I'm not really that keen on happening, and then by Tuesday I'm seeing the positive effect through the awareness in my own consciousness. Ernest Holmes says that our conscious mind is much more powerful than our subconscious mind, and this is what attracts me to the science of mind teaching. Holmes says that we cannot demonstrate beyond our ability to mentally conceive or mentally provide an equivalent. We must have a mental equivalent of the thing we want in order to demonstrate. Whatever is held in consciousness until it becomes a part of the subjective side of thought must take place in the world of affairs. Nothing can stop it. So as we go into spiritual mind treatment for a few moments, I'd like you to take into contemplation the power that your objective mind has in your life. And no matter what is existing in your subjective, which is being outpictured, you have the power, the ability, the wherewithal to change your experience through your objective mind. And you do this through meditation, through study, through spiritual activity, and so forth. And so as we go into a moment of prayer, we recognize right in this moment, in this very moment, in this sacred space, in our spiritual home, we recognize that there is only one power. This power is the essence, the love, the joy, the energy behind all life. And this power is moving itself through us individually and moving itself through us as a group. This power is moving to express itself in perfect form, in perfect experience, in perfect community. And in this truth of oneness, we recognize that we are each the most perfect individualized expression of spirit. There is a spiritual prototype in the mind of God that is perfect. And through our conscious thought, we move through our subconscious mind and demonstrate our perfection right here and right now. And we declare that in this moment of truth, in this loving space, in our family, we declare that God is the perfect expression right here. We declare that we live a life of love and harmony. We live a life of wealth and prosperity and abundance. We live a life of health and wholeness. We declare this our right, and we know this to be true because we know that God is perfect, and its desire is to express its perfect self through each one of us. And as I let this truth hold itself in my mind, and as I let a moment of silence fill me with the essence of God, and as I capture that special sense of oneness and wholeness, I feel the love of God, the love of Spirit moving through me and surrounding me and holding me. And in this moment of gratitude, I know that I release my word, we release our word into law, knowing that it is already made manifest. And we declare this truth together by saying, "And so it is." Thank you.
Thank you, Doug.